It's everything you need to know to animate on Ataka, our pipeline, the way we work, our style, and more. Let's get into it. For background, we've been animating Ataka for about 6 months with a smaller team. Because of the scale of our movie, I wanted to be sure the pipeline was solid before upgrading to a bigger team. Now that it's been tested, we're scaling from our current team of 15 all the way up to 40. The reason we need so many people is because we're trying to create really beautiful quality animation, so dividing it up among more people makes more sense. Because most of our animators come from an animation school like Animation Mentor, Anim School, or Kyozol, I recently retailored our pipeline to be focused directly towards graduates, to make sure it's the best experience for you as you're moving into the industry. Some of my biggest inspirations for the movement style of Ataka are the Spider-Verse movies and the beautiful films of Studio Ghibli. Essentially a combination of the dynamic posing and movement of Spider-Verse combined with the liveliness, the love, and the beauty of Studio Ghibli. We focus on making really soulful animation that captures humanity, those little details in life we all see but rarely recognize. All of our animators will get a much more complete style guide before starting. Let's talk about software. Ataka is being animated in Blender. We chose it because it's free and open source, but I also understand that most animation schools teach using Maya, so if you haven't learned Blender yet, it's no problem, it's expected. To help you bridge that transition, we built a big library of resources that tackle everything you might need to know about Blender coming over from Maya. In addition to that, new animators will go through a short production course that just helps you understand what we're going for, from our movement and arc style to character likeness to rig breakdowns and more. In your first month, I'll also work with you to create a 5-second animation test, where I'll take you through our entire pipeline start to finish so you can learn how to succeed without as much pressure right at the start. Before we get into our pipeline, I want to briefly touch on payment. Our payment structure is based per minute of animation, and our current rate is $600 per minute. To be clear, as an animator myself, I know this rate isn't great, so I've really tried to make up for that in every other way possible, from our team environment, our timelines, our work style, and a couple other things I'll touch on later. Now, here's a quick breakdown of the Ataka animation pipeline. Before you start a shot, you're going to get a laid out scene file with camera and character placement. You're going to get director's notes, boards, some quick reference, anything else you might need to start. Then you and me will have a quick call to discuss the emotions we're going for and talk about the scene. From there, we break up animation into 4 stages since layout is already done for you when you start. Shooting reference and designing early blocking. Blocking plus, moving into spline, refining your curves, adding overlap, secondary motion, that sort of thing. And then finally, we end with the polish phase. Me and my supervising team will give notes and work with you throughout, and then during your reference stage and then also right before you go into polish, we'll do detailed notes and drawovers to give much more precise and nitpicky notes than we would usually. I love getting our ideas super clear in reference because I think it's a lot easier to go and refilm something for 5 minutes than trying to add new ideas into the shot in blocking and spline. It just makes it so much harder, especially when we're trying to get really high quality human animation. Thinking about those things up front helps a lot. The number of seconds we'll have month to month will vary a bit based on complexity, but on average, we'll be looking for about 15 seconds a month. We'll spend about 7 days in each stage, a little less for polish, a little more for blocking plus. In order to achieve this, we really tried to clarify the pipeline as much as possible to help you out, but we're definitely looking for people who have enough time and motivation to have a good chance at hitting those deadlines for the 3 months you're with us. I fully expect that most of you working with us will have other jobs, and we can accommodate that fully. But I know up front that even though 15 seconds doesn't sound like a ton on paper, it takes time and consistency to get quality stuff. I'll always be reasonable with you, and I understand that there's always going to be other things going on in life, especially with another job, but to make animation of this quality, having a consistent tempo is pretty important. So if life is too busy right now, it probably won't work out. As I mentioned in our main video, every animator starts going through our main semester program, where you'll have up to a month to learn Blender, take our short course, and animate your first test shot, and then another 3 months to animate some incredible shots with us. From there, you have the option to hang up your hat and move on with an incredible animation reel, or you can continue on as long as you want. Our production window is about 14 months total. I really want to make this a very, very valuable experience for you, especially because I know it's not worth doing for the rate alone. So one of the things we do is every month we bring on a veteran Disney, Sony, or Pixar animator to talk with you guys. It's like a Q&A format, and you can ask these animators about working in the industry, about animation, about whatever you want. And of course, one of the things I'm most excited for is the team of Ataka. It's already been so cool to work for the last few months with our incredible animators, and now working on a bigger scale like this is super exciting, especially because under our program style, everyone joins at once, so everyone's on the same page. One of the coolest things about a project this size is going to be how many incredible people are working on it. And so we put a big focus on team collaboration, about brainstorming together, and learning and growing with each other. We communicate through Discord, and we meet once a week where you share your shot progress with the team. You also have the option to get feedback from the team if you'd like to. We also have office hours throughout the week, so you have direct access to me or a supervisor as you work. And I'll always be available if there's anything you need. Because of the semester program style, we structure our film crediting like this. If you take the time to go through our course and produce that little test shot, you'll already get an additional team credit on the movie. I also want to note that if you do that little little test shot but don't keep working on the movie, we'll still pay you a little bit for your time because we know that's valuable. As soon as you animate your first real shot with us, you'll have a junior animator credit on the movie, and if you go through the entire semester with us, you'll have a full animator credit on the movie. If you stay on past our program, which would be incredible, then you have the option to continue on like usual, or you have the option to continue as a lead animator. You'll also potentially have the opportunity to become an animation supervisor if you'd like to. This is a movie and a story that I'm so passionate about. If you decide to work on the movie, I'm gonna make sure you have a great time and make sure you walk away with a really robust package of knowledge, of animation, of experience, of connections, all of which you can take forward as you move forward into your career. I wanna make a movie that leaves an impact, and if that's something you wanna do, to make a movie where what you do matters, that you have some ownership of, to create animation that has love, heart, personality throughout, then I would love to talk with you further. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you wanna work with us, fill out the form on www.atakamovie.com/animate. Have a great day.